The biggest mistake that most meditators make is they don't practice meditation when they're off the mat. Now, hear me out. All of the original meditation sources, you talk about Hindu meditation, the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, which I talk about extensively on this channel, and I'm going to talk about a lot more. So don't forget to like and subscribe if that sounds interesting to you. Also, the Buddhist sources, you look at the precepts. They all say that a certain form of morality, a certain form of daily practice, how you hold yourself in the world, is both a prerequisite and a result of meditation. Patanjali gives 8 limbs, 2 of which have to do with how you hold yourself in the world. And those are the first 2. You don't start with meditation in that system. And so, failing to recognize the importance of this, failing to recognize that this isn't about some religion or some commandment from on high, it's explicitly stated that these ethical practices are for your benefit. So, we're not here to be holier than thou. We're here to get a real benefit. And you do that by enacting these precepts, enacting these yamas and niyamas in your daily life. Now, there's numerous different formulations, but often the most important one, the first one that's given, is nonviolence, ahimsa. What does that mean exactly? You just don't go beat people down? No, it's a lot more than that, actually. Traditionally, it's said that nonviolence needs to be acted in thought, word, and deed. And nonviolence is, in fact, minimizing harm. So, thought, word, and deed, that means imagining something bad happening to somebody, wishing somebody has something bad happen to them, wishing pain for somebody, talking about it with others, putting other people down. These are all forms of subtle violence, which has an effect of hurting us. It's described as a subtle poison drip, which we drop in our own brains, which clouds our thinking, which rises our emotions, which makes us uncontrollable, and which steals from us the benefits of our practice. And the good thing is, you don't have to be sitting on a mat. You don't have to make time for your morning ritual to do this. You can do it every day. In fact, there's more scope for improvement when you're actually challenged with this. That's when you're interacting with people on a day to day. You're at work, you're working with your clients, you're trying to create, and then somebody's being a jerk, somebody's making a bunch of noise. That's when the real benefit comes. Now, of course, when you first hear this, you may be thinking, how am I going to do that? These thoughts just come. I'm not here planning them out. I'm not thinking, okay, when this guy does this, I'm going to be a jerk. I'm going to think, man, I wish that guy would just get in a car accident on the way home. That's not how it works. They just come up. Well, the first thing to do when these thoughts come up is to observe them and detach the emotional reaction that you have to them. This is where meditation helps out. The second thing you do is you purposely engender or bring up in your mind the opposite emotion. In many cases, this is compassion, or it could be understanding, thinking, okay, well, I don't condone what they did. I don't even have to like it, but I can maybe understand where, in their limited perspective, they came up with this, why somebody would do that. Maybe they had a bad childhood. Maybe they're having a bad day. Maybe they're just a moron. And if you run around trying to rectify every idiot that you see and put them on the right path, you're going to spend a lot of time and waste a lot of effort. The sound and the fury, so to speak, it's just wind to them. You're not doing anything beneficial. And certainly, you're not helping them by decreasing your ability to be in command of your emotions, by decreasing your productivity, by spending time on this, by spending time dealing with them, having to calm down your negative thoughts. You're not benefiting anybody by that. The greatest thing that you can do is clear up your mind and approach them with love and kindness. Think of them as silly little children. Maybe they'll grow out of it, maybe they won't. At least you can be a calm centered adult around them. At least you can have the best possible experience, which comes from happiness, which comes from good emotions. So I challenge you today, maybe write a sticky note or put something on your phone on the lock screen that just reminds you that, hey, today I'm working on nonviolence. And whenever a situation where you would have been angry or even subtly frustrated or just annoyed comes up, think, okay, what's the opposite emotion? How can I deal with this in a way that's the most beneficial for me so I can come back to the world pristine, powerful, and confident? Hey, if you made it this far, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.